Well, hello, ladies. Mind if I take a seat? No, I do not need a chair, cause I'll just make one for myself. Ha 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 ha. I am Randy, of course. Hey, oh, what's up, everybody? I was just trying to mess around with the boy, the man, the myth, the guy that's talked about as probably one of the worst DPS in the game. Randy! Or no, not him. But close enough. This Randy has been known as not the most powerful character in the game. And as always, I will take it upon myself, as I always do, to try to bring his popularity up and give the devs a better look at this character. Hopefully they buff him. But chat, boys, girls, you will be surprised. He is actually pretty damn powerful. I think he's stronger than CB. I think he's stronger than Hellfire. Dare I say he might even be stronger than some of the other DPSs currently in the game. Let's get into it. Here we go. The boy. The Giga Chad himself. The ultimate slacker Randy. His demon wedges are as follows. I have tested everything out with this character, and this is the best that I've come up with. This is the best. This is the one to follow. So this is the ultimate power Randy build. Here we go. You want Prime Morale plus 5, because morale is good for the build. He also gains defense. Defense, chat, boys, girls, it's only good for Ultra Shield gain. You gain more Ultra Shield faster. It does nothing for your damage except for your damage against shields. So it's not too bad, but it's not the best stat. Which is why we go for Blessing, because shields. We will explain this in a little bit. Next up, you want to put Morale. Yes, I have plus 10 morales. I have 3 of them. That's plus 10. You can go with the purple ones that are plus 5. It's not a problem. It's just going to be weaker, of course, than my build. But that's how you build them properly. So start with that and then work your way up to this one. Thunder Wildfire. This one is... Overall, I think this is better because you want to have a little bit more skill range. Skill damage will affect the damage of the shield damage, but barely affect the damage of the health that you do using impact. So this one is a little bit of a it's up to you type of situation. If you want less AoE, then you could put in another morale, which will definitely increase the damage substantially. Especially if you have another plus 10 morale and run 4 morales. You will increase the damage by about 20% more with a plus 10 morale. But with a plus 5, you're only increasing it by 12%. It's kind of worth it if you ask me. So let's say you deal 2 million, you're going to deal 2.2. Not bad. But this one, overall, I think this is better because you do gain electro attack and then skill damage and then skill range. Skill damage, again, is for your ultra shield rate of getting it. So you get it faster because it scales with that. And also the shield damage with impact. Not the best. Now you might be wondering, why do you want electro attack? You can see my electro attack is above 1000, which is pretty decent, right, for a skill spammer. It's because you kind of want to supplement this character with your grenade launcher damage. I am not yet at that point, so this build can get stronger. I'm only at the point where I'm spamming skills, but if I can throw some nades in between the skills that deal considerable damage, then it will increase the damage as well, which makes this a little bit more useful of a demon wedge than running, let's say, morale, or you could even go crazy and go with Omen, if you really want more skill range. Where is it? This one, Spectrum Omen. You could do this, it's up to you what you want. Overlapping damage is sometimes better than more damage itself, because the more you can hit with the more spears, the better. Duel plus 10 is definitely a must-have on Randy. A must-have. There's no other reason why you wouldn't want to run this. You want to run Duel plus 10. You will be up in the sky, which is why you're going to be spamming your grenade launcher sometimes to stay up there. That's also why you're using Prance, by the way, but we'll get to this later. Again, you want 2 pieces of plus 10 morales, or just plus 5 morales is good enough. Now, the next thing you want to have is Ravaging Thunder. I know, skill damage doesn't even scale his damage. Yeah, this is so wrong. Nope, I'm correct. I'm a genius, remember? So, skill damage, the initial one on top, skill damage 55%. This one scales with the rate of your Ultra Shield gain and the shield damage as well. We mentioned it, it scales those two things, right? But I have discovered that the bottom effect increases the damage of your impact on health as well. I feel like this effect right here, this buff right here, is currently bugged. And it is increasing the attack of a lot of things and not just skill damage scaling. So it is increasing my damage with my Rando. My Randy is getting stronger with this. For some reason, that's how it works. Unfortunately, it is almost impossible. It's impossible to get 8 stacks of this. You can probably get the maximum of 5, but even 5 is already better than running, let's say, another morale for 20% gain. Overall, you will gain a lot more than 20% damage increase. I think you're gaining about 40, no, sorry, not 40. About 60 to 80% more damage if you're running Ravaging Thunder. You can do the math later, but you can test it out yourselves, but that's what I came to stumble upon. So you want this for the buff. Let's go! Next up. For your weapon. Of course, your weapon, this is a little bit of an up to you situation for the melee. Again, defense will scale his Ultra Shield gain. You gain the Ultra Shield faster. Also, you will also deal more shield-based damage. So that's why this weapon might be good. And then since we have 1000 attack anyway, we can actually deal quite significant damage with the sword if we need to, especially on shielded targets for future content. But for now, it's mostly just spamming your Q. So this weapon is good. A good alternative to this weapon is, of course, Siren's Kiss. I keep calling it Serpent's Kiss. Siren's Kiss is pretty good because it gives you skill range and then you do a bunch of faster normal attacks. And it's just overall a good weapon to max out because it will be useful for other characters in the future. I'm looking at you, Yuming. I feel like this might be good for our boy Yuming. So this is a pretty good one. Or you could go with something a little bit more untraditional and go with a katana. Where is that katana? I think this one that gives you skill range. You get 72% skill range again. And then you couple it with your main weapon. This is a must-have weapon for Rando. You need Destructo because it gives you 72% skill range. So imagine the skill range if you had this weapon maxed out as well, plus this one. But I choose to go for the defense one because I feel like I want to scale my Ultra Shield faster because more Ultra Shields make me stronger. So for now, I'm going with this one plus Destructo Smelt 5. Destructo will fix a lot of the problems of Electro characters. Not only Randy, but Sybil as well, and maybe even Rhythm. But definitely, Sybil benefits from this weapon as well. So we are using it on Randy. And this absolutely changes the game for our boy right here. For your wedges, at the moment, there's nothing. But we will do a 2.0 version of this build for Randy. So look out for that. It's going to be a good one. I promise you guys it will be beneficial and good. Okay. For the wedges off the weapon, again, it's not too important since you're not really running it. It's mostly your Q damage. So that's basically it. Now, what is important is the characters that you will choose to partner with the boy Rando here. Because you kind of need buffers that deal bonus damage or penetration, which leads us to probably the greatest buffer in the game right now. Fina. Fina on any team or any character will buff the living hell out of that character and immediately make him so much stronger, and it shows in dividends. Plus, if you're gonna be using your nade launcher, you will benefit from her even greater. So Fina is a must-have. Now, one more very, very important thing. You gotta use Truffle. I know, my Truffle is gimped because, well, I got this buff. If you do not get this buff, then your Truffle will be fine and will be buffing properly. But if you get this, it's gonna be a little busted. But if you're using my Demon Wedge combination, then she is gonna be okay. As you can see, you want to run Uplift with her, and most importantly, Sphinx Surge. This, for some reason, I don't know if it's correct or not, but ever since I swapped this weapon or this wedge into my Truffle, Randy, whenever he breaks the shields of the opponents, just deals insane amount of damage on them. So I think it works on broken shielded enemies as well. So yeah, Surge is definitely a must-have for Randy. A stan, of course. And that about wraps it up, guys. For their weapons, I guess you could just give them the typical buffing bow, which will be good for Randy. And for Fina, you just give her the rifle, gives you attack. So if whenever you're using your grenade launcher, you will deal more damage that way. So yeah, this is my build for Randy. Those are the companions. Now for the Geniemons, it's up to you. Normally you're gonna run Boxy anyway, so just run Boxy. And if you have an available third slot or something, or 4 slots, just put shields if you want more damage on him. And you could put maybe defense for faster rate of ultra shields. But it's definitely up to you, whatever you want to put. I would put glutinous if I were you guys. So yeah, that's my Randy build. That's it for this video, guys. I hope it helped you out. The boy Randy is not that bad. I'm gonna leave you guys to the demo guy. He's gonna teach you what's what with Randy. Again, if you like this, hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace. Alright, boys, we have King Randy dealing with 150 enemies at wave 25. You guys be the judge. Is he that bad? I don't think he is that bad at all. Yes, it is slow, but this is his potential, guys. I built Fina and Truffle to be paperweights. They are absolutely onion skin paper builds, and they are not getting hit. And I'm just up here throwing my lightning bolts like I'm Zeus. So, is Randy that bad? By the way, this is with Truffle not buffing anymore because of the freaking duration interval buffing thing that she has. She's bugged. So my DPS earlier was around 4 million against these enemy weakness mobs. I don't know, guys. I'm also not running out of sanity. My allies ain't dying. The moment the content comes wherein shield breaker is important and CC paralysis, whatever is important, keeping your allies alive. Yeah. Randy be pretty damn good. Alright, we are now in wave 31 in the exploration, about to hit max cap enemies. Let's see how we do with our boy Rando. Randy, the Zeus himself in the sky. Shout out to my viewer Devil. He taught me about this spot right here, which basically allows me to just sit here non-stop and just spam my lightning bolts on enemies. And I will always proc duel. Uh-oh. Fina is getting hit. We got buffed by Truffle. Hit him. Nope, that's not the Truffle buff. There was something else. But as you can see, guys, 180 enemies are still falling victim to our boy Randy. It's just a little bit slower, but still, he can deal with them. And I'm having sanity issues now, which I wasn't having earlier. But still, not bad. A little bit of sanity issues at 180. The clear is slow, but he's clearing. Still defending my Fina perfectly. Randy is pretty damn cool. I don't know why, but if you ask me, guys, he is pretty damn cool. If only he can scale his DPS a bit more. I feel like mine isn't optimum yet. I can still R5 his weapon, and that might increase the damage. Ooh, 4 point something mil. Nice. Scare. Ooh, Truffle is buffing now because Fina is getting low HP. Truffle is buffing Fina. Let's see, let's clear the wave, and that would basically clarify that Randy is not a bad character, because a bad character would not be able to do this. A bad character would not even be able to reach this. Meaning a weak character, not a bad character, a weak character would not be able to reach this. It is slow, but still, like, I have no other character in my non-meta lineup that can reach this far. Maybe Truffle can? Most likely Truffle can. It's just gonna be rough because Truffle is like a melee-based character. You can't really AoE farm with her. So the spawning will be terrible. And there you go. There you have it. We have now cleared wave 131. I guess this just proves to you guys, Randy is awesome! Alright, that's it for this video. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment below, let me know what you think. Let me know what I have shown you, what your thoughts about it is. I think it's pretty damn awesome. That's it for this video. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace. Yeah.